Good afternoon and welcome to today's video. I just brought in my shipment of my MegaFit mills. I kind of wanted to show them to you guys real quick. Basically, it's packaged with dry ice on the top and the mills are shipped to me frozen. I have to buy a minimum of 12 at a time, so I get quite a few mills, but I love putting them in the freezer and then I'll put a couple in the fridge to thaw out. It's a really great process because I always end up having healthy mills in the fridge. That's why I love doing a meal prep service. I do understand that it can definitely be way cheaper to meal prep on your own, but I'm obviously paying for a convenience of not having to go to the grocery store and plan meals and buy food and cook them and then eat the same thing every day. With this, I get a pretty big variety, so I really like it. You gotta avoid touching the dry ice at all costs. Oh God. Another really cool thing about this meal prep service is that I can do custom meals and I can basically just pick my proteins and carbs. I really like doing that. It works out really well, but I only order a couple meals whenever I order that are custom meals. I am really excited to try this out. It's a new one. This is my first time having it. Protein cheesecake. I got the meals in the fridge and the freezer. Meal prep is done. That's all there is to it. They literally deliver me this box of food. I love it. Okay, it's time to train, but I'm having a serious problem right now. It actually thunderstormed this morning and it was pretty much supposed to storm like the majority of the day, and right now when I was planning to train, it was supposed to just be thundering and lightning and raining and not great conditions for riding your road bike and doing intervals. So I'd originally planned to just ride the trainer today, get a good session on the trainer. But it's not raining, and it's not gonna rain for a couple hours. It's sunny. Look at that. I'm kinda, like, I really wanna go outside and ride, but I've got two reasons why I don't like to ride from my house. And the first reason is that where I live, they do a really crappy job with fixing roads and just paving roads in general. Basically, they put like small pieces of chat gravel on the road on like some hot oil or some hot tar, and then it makes it like more solid. It's basically like a more solid gravel road, and it just sucks for road riding. I hate it. And so they just did that to like one of the main roads I used to ride on. So I just don't really care to ride from here. It's not a very great ride. And like I said, I got intervals I want to do today. And then the second reason I don't really ride from my house is that it's been about a year and a half ago, but I used to ran a lot in the mornings. And one day running past my neighbor's house, their dog actually chased me and bit me on the leg, took a pretty decent sized chunk out of my leg. It's still scarred. And like the dog's one of those like shepherd type dogs. So the dog was just trying to herd me. Like, I understand that. I had to go and get a tetanus shot, and the dog had to be quarantined because it hadn't had its rabies shot. Didn't care at all about my health or anything. So I just, like, it sucks that I'm the one who suffers because of it, but that's another reason why I don't want to ride by there, because I have to deal with their dog chasing me, and that just really sucks. It's 70 degrees and it's kind of sunny, and I need to train. I only have to ride for an hour today. Like I said, I do have some intervals to do. Yeah, I'm kind of time crunched because I got something I'm gonna do later this evening, and I still have to do a strength session today. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump down and get on the trainer, even though it's 70 degrees and sunny, get a good session in. And that way I've got time to do everything I need to do tonight. So I just finished up my ride, but a little bit of bad news. I had a work thing come up, so I had to finish that, and that did not leave any time for my strength session today. I'll probably just do it tomorrow morning instead now. It's not like super critical that I do it today, especially with the way that the weekend's gonna shape up. And my trainer road plan, I am in the second to last week of the specialty phase, which means I'm almost done. And it basically is like a 2-week taper the last 2 weeks for your big event to happen at the very end. And that's basically almost perfectly how mine's gonna land, which is Mountain Bike Marathon Nationals. So I'm kind of tapering still. I probably rode a little bit harder this week just because I rode the mountain bike, but I'm trying to still build and not taper because I'm not like Mountain Bike Marathon Nationals is my A race, but I'm not expecting to win. I'm kind of just going to fill it out and kind of get an idea this is my first like national event to go to, and get an idea of the course and just racing at that level, like just trying to figure it all out. So I'm trying not to taper too much. I should probably relax a little bit though, because Big Frog was obviously pretty stressful, which that's what I'll be doing this weekend. I won't be doing as much hardcore stuff this weekend, so I will definitely be tapering for sure. Now that I've ran out of time, see, I've got to leave in about 10 minutes because I'm heading out to the Shawnee National Forest around Lake Glendale. The Forestry Service wants to meet with people to get their opinion on a new mountain bike trail system they plan to put in. And I don't really have much to offer in that category. Like, I don't really know much about building trails or anything like that. But my goal is to go and show my support. And I'll give you guys some more details on that in a minute. I need to get ready right now. All right, so like I mentioned, this is kind of like a little meeting to get people's opinions on a new trail near Lake Glendale, which is part of the Shawnee National Forest. I love to ride trails, so I'm pretty much going to support any trail that's built anywhere near me that I can ride, especially on a regular basis.
I think the big thing is whatever trails we feel like we need to incorporate into that system, then the Forest Service will turn around and look at those for designation. That's kind of a three-tiered trail system. There was going to be a hike.
They are always courteous. They stop and let the horses go by. They see us coming usually. But I don't know if any of you have ridden with equestrians, but if you just speak up, the horses don't know who you are.
Well, I have something to add real quick. So I think like getting it designated for bikes is going to give that opportunity for like educational, like how to react to horses. Like
come in and start riding on what was horseback in hiking trails for 50 some years. You're coming in to what we feel like is our territory.
Speak real quick to the facts on multi-use trails, because I've worked a lot with SDC and volunteered to build trails with them. I also build trails at mountain bike trails at Touch. So we've done a lot of research on this, and a lot of research has been done out west on multi-use trails. They work. It's a factor of design.
You're out there where you can see for 6 to 10 miles, 20 miles away.
So that's design, right?
When you get 75 or 100 yards, you're really seeing a long distance in the woods here.
The meeting kind of escalated a little bit, and I'm not surprised, but I guess I didn't think that the horse riders would be at this event, but it was actually really smart for them to come because the trails in Shawnee allow hikers and horse riders, and they're not actually designated for mountain biking at all, which honestly, I was not aware of that prior to this meeting. I've ridden the trails several times and didn't actually know that or consider it. So I'm really surprised by that. But the horse riders want to protect the trails. Same thing for mountain biking. If horse riders came to LBL and wanted to start, riding our trails, I would definitely want to, speak out against that. So the big reason why I'm interested in the trails around Lake Glendale is because that's actually 25 minutes from my house. The canal loop in Western Kentucky is actually about 40 minutes from my house. So it would be pretty sweet to have like a nice sustained trail that closer to my house. The truth is that trail already exists now. They're just trying to designate it as a mountain bike trail and possibly do some work to it. Horses do beat up the trail. No one wants to ride through horse crap. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see where this goes next. I mean, obviously the horse riders and the mountain bikers, I mean, we all want to get along, but I do think there is conflict having both of us on the same trail. Personally, I prefer not to be on the same trail just for safety issues mainly. Yeah, so I don't know, we'll see. But that's going to be the end of today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one.